Coming spring 2025, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is Hyundai's take on the Kia EV9. Spacious, flexible, and capable, this three-row is packed with Hyundai's familiar pixel designs and rounded edges and loaded with convenience. Unveiled at the 2024 LA Auto Show, we got to check it out on the floor during the media event. And later that night, the floor was still open, so we spent close to an hour kicking back in that comfy cocoon and soaking up the vibe.
We are standing by the new Hyundai Ioniq 9. It debuted last night. They did a public unveiling here as well at the LA Auto Show. It is basically the sister of the EV9, but it's slightly bigger, but a lot different in styling and looks. And I love these pixels surrounding the rear of the tailgate of the Ioniq 9. Looks really good. I thought it was going to be, it's a three-row SUV. I thought they were going to, it's going to be a huge thing. It doesn't look massive. I mean, it's like slightly bigger than a Blazer. But the cool thing is like if you look inside, very nice living room-esque interior. Some of the design elements that we're familiar with the other Hyundais is here on this as well. The front seats fully recline. The rear seats, the second row seats fully recline, and then of course you have third row as well. And then just up front, it just has a lot of the three dots like they have on the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6. So a lot of that's translating over into the new Ioniq 9. And I gotta say, it looks like I thought I was sort of expecting like just a rebranded EV9 with a little bit of styling differences in the exterior, but it has that Hyundai feel to it throughout. And I really, really, really like it. The styling on the outside, it's typical Hyundai. It's like their design language between the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 is quite a bit different, and the same with this. And it's sort of like these wheel arches. Somebody said, wheel arches with eyelashes or eyebrows, not eyelashes, eyebrows. And it's just this interesting thing that Hyundai pulls off, as well as this sort of, somebody referred to it as like a boat tail back here.
Saloon.
Yeah, it's just a really interesting look. And we saw the photos online like you did last night. But seeing it in person, it looks really good, comes together really well. And something like this, like looking at it in the photos, maybe looking at it on the video, doesn't look, it just looks a little bit odd, but seeing it in person adds some nice, interesting elements. It's sort of like, like with buildings, when you have like a little bit of extra detail on the outside, it just looks a little bit better, more elevated, add some eye appeal to it versus, as we sort of joke, the jelly bean look from Mercedes.
And can I hand this to you and let's do a walk around?
Yeah, let's do a walk around. It has a slightly bigger battery than the EV9 as well. And I think they're targeting like 335 miles of range max.
Charge port.
NACS charge port. So J3400 NACS charge port. I think it's powered, so it won't.
I know, I'm like, that would be great. I just want to show it to you guys.
It'd be one of the first non-Teslas with NACS going on sale next year.
And this is passenger rear. Let us know what your favorite location is for your charge port, especially with NACS, with the orientation of superchargers that changes the preferences.
Yeah, it's interesting to put it back here on the right side, because if you back into a Tesla supercharger, it's still going to be a bit of a stretch with the V3 cables.
But let's walk over here. I love the consistent branding of Hyundai. Why don't we open up the front so you can have a look inside? I really love how consistent it is over all the product lines, how beautifully muted the textiles are.
Some of the door handles are the same.
Yeah, the rounded door handles, everything's very soft touch, textured. Like Patrick said, that living room on wheels sort of thing. It feels plush, this feels big. It feels premium.
And you can see the third row back there. It looks pretty spacious inside. And again, like the front and the second row seats go back fully. And it has the leg rest that we first saw like on the Ioniq 5 that can kick out if you need to relax a little bit. And 10 to 80% in about 24 minutes.
Dang, this is a lot of car, a lot of good charging.
Let's take a look at the front.
Yeah.
We haven't really showed you the front, but again, we have the pixel elements here that we've got to know from the Ioniq series. So that's how it sort of translates through from all the different versions of the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, now Ioniq 9.
I'm going to be totally honest. So we just leased a Chevy Equinox EV. The Ioniq 5 was a contender as well if their leasing deals had been as good. I really love the way that this carries through. This is so cool to see in person, and really doesn't feel as big as you would think. It's an interesting color, by the way. It's like not a standout color. It's more about the body than like.
I'm going to walk over here just because we can show there's a red one off in the distance. We can't really zoom in with this
That
camera.
looks really good.
And it looks sort of like a cross, you know, with the red, it looks a little bit of a cross between like a minivan and an SUV, which is sort of like what people have talked about with the Lucid.
Oh, the Galaxy.
No, not the Galaxy.
What?
No, what is it called?
None.
We had to pause because it was Lucid Gravity. I did Galaxy. We were just talking about the Ford Galaxy. Somebody was saying they should have named a Mach-E the Galaxy.
I was thinking because I said Equinox of the Galaxy Gray. There's so many names, but yes, the Gravity. So this is contender next to the Gravity. The name sounds funny now.
So a lot of people said the Gravity is like a cross between an old minivan and an SUV. So let's go back over to this one since it's closer and you can see it. And I sort of have to say this reminds me of the same thing, of a little bit of a cross between like a old station wagon, van in the back, but it's like SUV quality, and that 3-row is really nice. And you can also see down here, just looking at this, the air vents down here. Does that go through? No, it doesn't. It's just a spoiler back here. Sorry, I was just looking at it up close. But
don't mind me touching things.
this design element, I think, is by far my favorite. The pixelization around the rear tailgate. So
what I want to know
and then even down here, like look, the lights down here are pixelated, as well as like the rear lights here, or I'm not sure which ones those would be, but anyways, yeah, pixelization all over. It looks really good. Pardon me.
And what I want to know is now looking at this, what is your favorite pick for a 3-row option? Do you like this Ioniq 9? Do you like the Kia EV9? Do you like the Lucid Gravity? What else do we have?
Model X.
Model X. A whole bunch of price ranges, a whole bunch of offerings from a bunch of different automakers. What's your pick for a 3-row?
There's a lot of excitement, so people are just bustling all over this. Let's go check out some other. Oh wait, go finish.
I do want to say, by the way, kudos to Hyundai because they just revealed this and they're letting us touch it and play around with it, which is so great. We can show this to you right here and really get a feel for it. Because sometimes when things are revealed, it's like no.
It's like behind a barrier and locked. Yeah. And that was like with the Equinox and the Blazer. They had them locked up for like a year where we couldn't even touch them.
And we want to dive in so we can give you like our true, real first impression.
It features a native NACS port, eGMP's 800-volt super fast charging, long range over 300 miles, a performance option, and vehicle to load. If you've been waiting for a 3-row EV, Hyundai's got you covered.
No way. I don't even know how far that goes.
Whoa!
Look at that!
Hold on, so it's a different kind of headrest. Oh, you got to try the one in the back.
Really?
Yeah, get back there.
It's slow. Don't worry.
Oh.
And then you have to slide the thing back too. There's got to be an easier way. No, it's, yeah, it's kind of weird. Now wait, film. Yeah.
And now slide it back.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you want to give yourself some room.
Okay.
Checking. Okay, wait. All right. Okay. Close the door. I love the handle.
And then relax. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, this is made for passengers.
And then you need an armrest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it. This is made to come. Oh, how do I get that out?
I don't know. This doesn't seem like it has much point.
So this is as far as we can go back. It is a 3-row though, so that's kind of crazy.
And that third row is actually pretty good.
That's not bad.
Now this is maximum back.
I'm
so
filming you because I have to.
This is at maximum backwards,
Backwards?
and that's too small. But if I'm sitting here at a place that I could sit, like I've got.
Oh, you have an insane amount of room.
So like.
No one that size would
Yeah.
sit back
So
there.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Maybe here. So 6 foot tall.
How tall are you?
6 foot tall.
Oh, wow.
And this is okay. It's a tiny bit tight, but not really. As long as you've got this space in between for the 6.
Dang.
The captain's chairs instead of the 7-seat version.